I left the last tourist signpost at 1947, headlamp off. Because light here feels like an insult. The trail narrowed into nothing within 50 steps, and the trees closed ranks so fast I couldn't see the way I'd come. Aokigahara doesn't have paths. It has suggestions, and all of them lie. The ground is black volcanic rock, hidden under centuries of moss so thick it drinks sound. Every footstep lands with the wet hush of something closing its mouth. By 21 o'clock, I was deeper than any map admits exists. Compasses spin like drunk dancers here. The iron in the lava turns north into a joke. I navigated by memory of the ridgeline and by the growing smell, wet soil, pine rot, and something sweeter underneath, like meat left in a cupboard too long. That's when I found the first rope. Not dangling, tied neatly around a branch at head height. The noose cut away, the leftover cord swaying although there was no wind. Someone had stood exactly where I stood, measured the drop, then changed their mind, or been interrupted. I kept walking. The forest likes an audience. At 22:30, I reached a clearing no wider than a car. In the middle sat a small blue tent, door flap open, lantern still glowing inside with the weak pulse of a dying battery. Shoes placed side by side in front, a wristwatch on the ground, glass cracked, stopped at 0307, no footprints leading away. I called out once. My voice came back flatter, as if the trees had eaten the echo and burped it back wrong. I should have turned around then. Instead, I took a photo. The flash lit up dozens of pale ribbons tied to distant trunks, prayer tags left by search parties for bodies they never found. In the frozen second of white light, I saw a figure standing just beyond the riddens. Tall, thin, head tilted at an angle no spine allows. When the flash died, the figure was gone. The lantern inside the tent kept flickering like it was trying to blink Morse code. I set up my own tent 20 meters away because backing out now would mean admitting the forest had already won. The moment I zipped myself inside, the temperature dropped hard enough for my breath to bloom. I left the camera rolling on its tripod, infrared on, pointed at the clearing. I did not sleep, or something close to it. At 2 o'clock, 58 minutes, the camera's motion alert woke me. On the screen, the blue tent's flap was moving. Not wind. There was still no wind. Something inside was pushing out. Slow, deliberate. A pale hand appeared, fingers too long, nails blackened. It felt my bladder let go. The warmth spread like shame. The hand withdrew. Then the lantern finally died, and the clearing went black, except for the green glow of my screen. At 3:07 exactly, same minute as the stopped watch, I heard walking. Soft, bare feet on moss, circling my tent, so closely the nylon brushed my cheek from the outside. Round and round, never changing rhythm, like a shark that had measured the exact diameter of my fear. I clutched the knife I don't remember packing. The footsteps stopped directly above me. Something heavy settled on the rainfly, compressing the tent until the ceiling touched my nose. I smelled hair, unwashed, and the copper-sweet rot again, stronger now. Whatever was up there exhaled once, long and wet, as if tasting the air inside. Then it spoke. Not Japanese, Not any language, just my own voice, recorded from when I'd called out hours earlier, played back in a whisper that came from inside my skull. "Hello? Anyone here?" Over and over, looping, getting slower each time until the words melted into a child's giggle. I don't know how long I lay rigid. When I dared look at the camera again, the blue tent was gone. Not collapsed, gone. Only the shoes and broken watch remained, now placed neatly in front of my own door flap. At 4:44, the weight lifted. Footsteps walked away, still no sound of leaves or twigs, just the soft, wet placement of soles on moss. I waited another hour for the sky to pale behind the canopy. When I finally unzipped, the clearing was empty, except for one new thing: a single ribbon tied around my tent skyline. Bright white paper, fresh. On it, in handwriting I recognized as mine, were the words I had never written. "Thank you for staying the night. Come back when you're not finished." I packed in under 4 minutes, leaving half my gear behind because some things are not worth the wait. Ran until the trees parted and the sun stabbed down like an accusation. Behind me, the forest closed again without a sound. 3 weeks later, I got the camera's memory card developed by someone who doesn't ask questions. In the final frame, timestamp 03711, there is a face pressed against the inside of my tent wall, inches from where my head had been. No eyes, just dark hollows, mouth stretched too wide, cheeks sunken as if something had already started eating from the flesh from the inside. I haven't slept without the lights on since, and every night at exactly 3:07, my phone alarm, which I never set, goes off, playing a short audio clip. My own voice, slowed down, wet, laughing. The forest kept its souvenir. It's only fair I keep its